Well, thanks for logging on to NewsChannel5.com. Day 9 of practice here in Berea, and really it was a light day of practice, no pads. The guys were in shorts. They cut practice a little bit short as they have not hit that 2-hour limit in any of the practices so far here in 2015. They went just shy of 2 hours, but some things have stood out through these first 9 practices, and you go all the way back to Friday's scrimmage at the Shoe. Quarterback Johnny Manziel continues to have a solid camp. The last 4 or 5 practices, you can see number 2 is really starting to get it, and it showed in the scrimmage with a touchdown pass, a couple of touchdown passes in that game. And that's the one thing that's impressed the coaches here. Mike Pettin had said the one thing about Johnny Manziel is that what they've been preaching to him for almost the 2 years that he's been here, he is starting to get it. That's a great sign for the guy who's still trying to win that backup spot to Josh McCown. Josh McCown's another guy having a solid practice. At 36 years old, this is a guy who's got a lot of respect out here on the field, but he's having a great camp as well. And I think that shows a good sign that there hasn't been a quarterback competition, but yet everybody is very high at what's happening at that quarterback position. But the MVP of the offense may be tight end Gary Barnidge. He is having a whale of a training camp. He had the 40-yard catch, which set up a touchdown in the scrimmage on Friday at the Shoe, but he continues to impress, to stick out as that lead tight end. He's a guy that we saw made plays last year. He's having a solid camp this year. The one thing we did learn from practice today is the running back position and the battle to be that #1 ball carrier. It's still up for grabs. Wilbert Montgomery, the running back coach for the Browns, said he's waiting for one of those young guys to step up and say, I want to be the lead back. Is that going to be Terrence West? Is that going to be Isaiah Crowell? Is that going to be Duke Johnson? Is that going to be Glenn Winston? All guys that he mentioned, but he's still waiting for the one guy to come up and take that lead ball. Now, the guys will be back out here tomorrow morning at practice, day number 10, but it's a different week when we hit tomorrow morning because now they're ramping up to the first preseason game of the year right here on News Channel 5. That's coming up Thursday night against RG3 and the Washington Redskins. It all kicks off with our pregame show to get you going into our live coverage here on News Channel 5. So a big week coming up because now the guys start to prepare this week as if they're getting ready for an NFL game, and the preseason is finally here. Thanks for logging on to NewsChannel5.com. I'm Mike Cairns.